Fine, download. Oh. Evening, Toaster. I'm not late. I had to. It's been a while since I opened Minecraft, and I have like 3 different versions downloaded to the computer, and I couldn't remember which version was connected to Realms. And it turned out to be the 3rd version I tried. And everything needed updated. How are you? Everything's loading right now. Give it a sec. Hey, Wolf. Are you loading? You loading, buddy? Are you broken? No, you're loading a little bit. You can do this. I believe in you. Perfectly on time as always, always. To be fair, this was partially not my fault. This was partially not my fault. I couldn't remember which Minecraft version I needed to have in order to access Realms. And it turned out to be the last version I tried. She made it within an hour. True. Hey Gusty Lussie, how are you? We're loading in, and then I will put it on screen if it'll load. Alright, maybe if we just... Guys, maybe if you see it... You guys already know the state that my friend lives in. It doesn't freaking matter. We say today was kind of a bum day. D&D got called off. DM didn't pay his internet bill. Oh, that sucks. And then I learned... Time is it in your country? It's 11:55 p.m. I normally stream a bit earlier, and then typically like 9 or 10. We're a little bit late today. It's 11:53 right now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, these are the birds we brought back. 12:55 a.m. Nice. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sleepy. Guys, it's okay. We're just going into the mines. We're just going to talk D&D. Because we shouldn't be needing to go out and get stuff now, I don't think. I think we should be pretty good. Oh, we have a lot of potatoes. I think we should be pretty good just to full send in the mines. I'm used to eating a lot of food. Nice. In-game or in real life? Sweet. What version are you playing? It's Realms. I'm not sure what version it is. This is my Minecraft, This is my Minecraft, realm with my friends. And we are surprising them by making a bunch of pyramids. Don't like... We don't like them much around here either. But we got the hay pyramid. We got the copper pyramid. You can't really see the redstone pyramid right now. We're continuing our work on collecting for the gold pyramid, and then the diamond pyramid's up top. And this is a Winchester mansion, basically, so all my friends who are in the realm as well have their stuff connected to this house, so we all have to be connected. So they'll have to look out here and see 500 blocks of diamond that were used to make a pyramid that they legally can't touch. And that's just the kind of chaos I like to instill. Oh. Hey, Dave's cousin Ralph, how are you? Keep in mind, yeah. That one comment was okay. But yeah, Ralph is amazing. But yeah, in general, we steer clear of that. Unless I mention it, in which case... I think that kind of gives free reign for at least like a 5-minute period. But yeah. Rest in peace, Dave. Poor Dave didn't deserve that. Oh wait, so how many diamonds do we have? I was gonna check. Dave the diver. No, Dave the chicken who got struck by lightning. He got struck by lightning inside. It made no sense. Show Dave. R.I.P. Dave. This was his favorite blade. May he rest in peace. Struck by lightning in the frickin' house at 1 a.m. on 8/29/2025. He loved standing on the blade. He was a daredevil at heart. It made for a great clip, but a very sad day. Okay, so we need 8.5 stacks. Your friend had the baby? Nice. Okay, we have the half stacks. So basically, if we need to fill up all these. We need 7.5 stacks of diamonds. And we need pretty much 2 more stacks of gold. Okay, and then why do I have so many beds on me? I don't even know. Wash but life. Understandable. Have a good night, Toast. Okay, oh, anyway, let me go ahead and give the D&D update for those who need to leave. We didn't do much. We didn't get started until a bit later. Story of the D&D live. We found out that the shopping district that we were supposed to go to look for the magic store that could possibly have like more info and helpful stuff, along with a bunch of rations. Bob is good. Apparently it's not in apparently it wasn't in the second district that we were in. Apparently it's in District 4. So we started making our way down to District 4, which is going deeper into it in more dangerous areas, and more miasma, which is like the stuff from the explosion started coming out. But luckily, we found some supplies of one guy and had a respirator. So being Stabitha went over and took the respirator. She already let a television take the other respirator that we got like back in the prison, and she was not going to pass this one up. So she just swooped in and took it because otherwise you're taking constant damage. And Stabitha is like, I can only be selfless for so long. But we're all yeah, and on our way to District 4, we realized that Television's, the mine that Television's husband, who went missing, worked at, was in District 3, and that they had supplies and stuff there. So we decided to detour there so we could all get, respirators. And so we got there. Hello. And Brain's over here like, damn, I really made this really long, didn't I? So we got there, and it's a huge map. Like, it's really big. And it's just to get to the entrance to the mine. How did you make this tunnel? Time, grit, determination. Yes. I just made it go to 0. I just made it go to 0. Boredom. It wasn't boredom. No, it was strategic. It was not boredom. I resent that accusation. Okay. Did stab anyone? No, we didn't get time to stab anybody. Because we got to the place, we all rolled for stealth. Some of us rolled better than others. So as a group, the damn skeletons did get notified that we were there, and so they took up position around the giant fort. Which, rude. But there's a waterway that was going under the fort, so we could either like go through the main entrance and have to pass skeletons, or we could try and go through the waterway.
potato, 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 potato.
Hey. Okay, there we go. 3 trees burned. Wolf's over there going. But because Tabitha has the best stealth, she has a +4, and her box gives her another +1. I'm mad at dogs this week. Why? What did dogs do to you? Okay. In Danganronpa? In the one I played, or in a different one? Your corgi ate a sock? What do you mean acted sick? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if a dog ate I had my cousin's Labradoodle ate like 3 socks once, and she had to go have them like surgically removed. To the next one. Okay, well, did they check to see if she still had a sock? They still had a sock in their stomach? Because that's actually like the big deal. Finds metal in stomach. Okay, now I'm confused. So what'd they do about that? So no sock in stomach, but has metal. Did they say what kind of metal? Like, Heidi once swallowed a penny. And we still know why she ate the penny. Your dog then puked up the air. Wait, Tallow, what's your corgi's name? I'm sure you probably said it. Just this week, though. So sock is still possible. Got it. Harvey. So they sent over. Apparently, there's an eye clinic that does like cataracts and stuff for like dogs, and we one of my family members got like a bonus or something, and we're going to use it. I'm taking her to consulting on the 8th, and if they think they can do something to assist with it, then she'll get surgery to hopefully maybe be able to see out of one eye again. Because she has a good quality of life. She gets around great. She just can't see a damn thing. So I'll be sure to keep you guys informed of how the consultation goes on the 8th. Of course, there's always a risk if they do say that is possible. Like, you know, she might be going to surgery. We're going for a consulting to see whether or not they think they can help. One eye has like the lens popped out, so like I don't think there's any helping that one. But the other one, maybe. But like, it's a risk reward. It was the same thing for getting her teeth done. Like, possibly take the risk of her dying of a tooth infection versus taking the risk of getting her teeth done. And this one wouldn't be so much for like a life-threatening thing so much as an improvement in quality of life. Wait, what? That night, he puked up sock, vindication, because wife didn't believe me. This saga should have ended there on Thursday, except today he found another sock, and when I tried to bribe him with a treat, he decided to finish eating the sock, and I was lucky enough to pull it out of his throat. I have told him, sorry, buddy, at this point, it's cheaper to let you run course and be sad for a while because effectively that was $800 for nothing. So mad at dogs for the week. I've stuck my hand in my dog's mouth many times. Same. It's like, please drop the bag. For the love of God, drop the bag. But I don't know. We'll see. If it turns out there's nothing they can do, that's okay. If they're like, oh yeah, she has a high chance of being able to recover sight. Like, can you imagine her? She's a feisty beach. She's a feisty freaking beach, and she can't even see a damn thing. Can you imagine how much more in charge she would be if she had sight back in one eyeball? Nobody would be getting away with crud. But he's still a baby. Oh, he's a baby. You just gotta keep the socks up. Mikey loves socks too, but he likes to like tear them apart and then not like eat them. He just like leaves them around. He prefers to play tug of war with them. Cute as hell, dumbish. I mean, Heidi is a great dictator. That's puppies, yeah. Phoenix eating over 100 raisins. That was like $1,500. I read that as Wolf, I read that as Griffin was a Mormon, and I was very confused for a second. He's a very smart boy. Meanwhile, we have a sock box, and Mikey's like, oh, frick, yeah. Griffin is weird, but not that weird. He comes up to you. Would you like to talk about Kenneled whenever can't be watched? Honestly, that's what we pretty much do with Mikey and Phoenix. If they can't be watched at all. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how that consultation goes. But yeah, I mean, if they think they can do it, I think it would be worth it for quality of life. Just to be able to get around again. Like, she gets around fine if she knows the area, but like if there's a shadow or something, she just like barely sees a shadow and like will flinch backwards. If that were the case, me and Griffin would go to or you'd have a good conversation because you go to a Baptist church. Just like the corgi talking yesterday in the Hat in Time. So anyway, back to D&D. So they sent me, since my stealth is highest, and I went... Oh yeah, dogs are very weird. The frick? Yeah, my stealth's the highest. I have the highest stealth. I am a rogue, and my stealth is +4. +1 for the box, so my stealth is pretty much +5. So anyway, I get to the waterway to see like if there's any grates or anything like we can like, you know, swim through in order to make it through into the encampment, so that we can then try and get into the mine to grab more respirators so we can all breathe and go further into the district. But then the DM was like, so, are you going into the water in your box? And I'm like, no. I take off the box and put it directly against the wall to the right of the waterway. I'm not getting my box wet, but the skeletons cannot shoot my box either because it is against the wall. They can't reach it. It is safe until I come back. Because I knew for a fact he was going to be like, your box is wet and no longer has magic. And I was going to be like, no, I refuse. So anyway, I put my box to the side and used my toolkit to remove the grate, and then motioned to them that they were all good for them to come over and would all just slip under, and that's where we ended. Box is amazing. True. I love my box. I rolled really high to sneak up to the waterway anyway, and they went, yeah, they just see a normal box sitting out in the field, just per usual. Yeah, no, it was short. One of our members didn't arrive until half an hour late, and then we had to end right at 8. Bob is amazing. Bob is amazing. And then it took like 20 minutes to load in the new map. Which, to be fair, the map was huge, so I literally understand why it took so long for them to load in. He can open the gate efficiently, but then he hits his head off the wall. Oreo can open doors with handles, but like he still doesn't understand how the door to the family room works, which is basically just butt your head against it and it'll open. He's very smart at certain things and not too smart at others. There was absolutely jack crud in this one. That sucked. That was horrid. Okay, still know how he did that. Yeah, I still want to know how he did the round doorknob one, honestly. Oh, might want to eat potatoes. No chance of knowing. Sadness. Run like the wind. Griffin also messes with Dottie and gets slapped. But he probably deserves it, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Wrong one. Alright, okay. Stations. A bed's a station. A bed is in fact a station. Nobody correct that. Okay. Only a bit after his cat passed. Well, that's good about the surgery. Was it rotator cuff? My mom had that pretty recently, and that sucked. She finally got it to normal working order. But yeah, recovery was a bit rough. I don't know much about it. That's fair enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Power, unbreaking. Do I have any efficiency? I have an efficiency 1. Yeah, thank you. Okay, alright, let's go back down. You know what? We're gonna do the cheese way. I don't feel like we're gonna do the cheese way if I don't feel like. Wait, why am I stuck? There we go. Okay, never mind, we're good. I don't feel like going through all the different paths, so we're just gonna like mine out like 4 blocks deep on each path and just put a marker. Cheese! Like, we gotta find something. We gotta find something. You happy for tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Alright, and we should have enough coal, and we have enough wood to make more torches. Girlfriend coming over, which is good. Nice. What's the plan? No mall again, I hope. Hi, Mikey. Exist. That sounds like a perfect plan. Onward. There is no plan. Nice. Alright. We got you. Alright, so we're going to put just a bunch of markers here saying this is where we stopped actually completely mining them out. We got 1, 2, 3. What's the plan? There is no plan. How I create. It's how I create all hangers. Right, we're here. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Sounds like my friend group. They'll be like, all right, so what are we doing and what time? They're like, Emma? I'm like, okay, fine. All right, let's meet here at this time. It's always like someone's like, we should do something. And then like no follow up until I make details. It's pretty funny, honestly. But what's happening? I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm the one who makes the group plans. Yeah. My friends are mostly guys, so yeah, I'm the one who typically makes the plans. I do not like that sound. They're thinking what to do. I mean, honestly, to be fair, unless we actually go somewhere, the plan is normally we show up at one another's parents' houses and we hang out. That is pretty much the plan whenever they're all in town. And then we figure out what we're actually doing when we get there. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ha.
Anything here? Guys, we haven't found a single piece of gold or diamond. Yeah, my core friends don't know each other, so... Yeah, that can definitely make hangouts a bit awkward. Not on friend level. Ah, got it. Okay, Dun, 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 dun. Perfect. All right, 1, 2. All right. 3. We are in a bit of a dry spell. There's something in there, I forget. Hate it when that happens. Okay, I spent most of the week, other than the interview, freaking outside doing yard work, because we got this dang moss, and it just won't go away. But, like, it's tangled in with the grass, so I'm, like, doing, like, partitioning off different sections to then go and rake, and then use the small rake, the handheld rake, to go through and detail parts out all the weeds and the stuff, and I'm just like, I now have like an entire good section done, but now the moss is starting to come back, and I just got the cedar thing that I can use to put out like the moss killer, so I'll be putting that out tomorrow. But I'm like, moss, no, you're not allowed to come back. I spent like 6 hours out there, at least, this past week, trying to get rid of this damn moss, and I'm only like a third of the way there. Like, no, you are not allowed to come back. Buzz off. Not today. Guys, moss is so heavy. Granted, it's probably because of a lot of the dirt that gets into it. But like, a wheelbarrow full of moss is so heavy. Girlfriend's birthday, and I still need to write her a card. Got until 11 tomorrow. Been busy. It has been like 2 weeks though. It's been 2 weeks since her birthday, or it's been 2 weeks you've been meaning to do it? Because those are two very different things. Those are two very different circumstances. Okay. 2, 3. Three weeks since the idea. Get that card written! You're late on her birthday by 2 weeks! Get that thing written! It doesn't have to be, like, super in-depth. What did you get her? What, did you get her something? So some people celebrate by actually getting gifts on birthdays. Yes, okay. So it's not like you were just like, oops, my bad. Okay, that's better. That's a better situation to be in. A sketchbook, some candy, giving her a metal rose you made a while ago. How'd you make a metal rose? Like with wire art? Or, yeah. Can you explain that? That sounds really cool. Welding. Ooh, you gotta send that in the Discord. I'm curious. I want to see this now. Okay, cool. So you just didn't get her a card. Oh. Frankly, if I got all that and I didn't get a card, I'd be like, I don't really need a card. You're like, you took the time to make all this and give me all this crud. Not that much of an idiot. I was gonna be like, Wolf, we need to talk. We need to sit down and talk, streamer to watcher. You can't do that, man. Streamer to viewer, you can't do that. It's time for an intervention. Hey, not good move. Yeah. Honestly, but no, okay, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. It's like, yeah, honey, I know your birthday was 2 weeks ago, but I still haven't gotten you your gift or given you a card yet. Sorry about that. Or be like, sorry, I forgot. That would be, oh, that would be the worst. Oh, that would hurt so much. Like, I've had my friends forget my birthday, but I'm also, like, really bad at dates, so occasionally I'll forget theirs, too. But, like, having, like, a relationship with someone and, and them forgetting, that would be, like... Unless you've been dating for, like, a week. In which case I could probably be forgiving. But the only other date that you definitely can't forget, Wolf, for exactly 2 months now, nice. That's the other date you can't forget. You can't forget the anniversary date. That's the date my ex always forgot. And I was always like, the 27th of every month. Okay, well, I'm not sure you really need to celebrate it every month, but especially like the 6th month in the year, especially the year. 100% the year. That's the one that you kept forgetting, and I'm just like, well, okay then. Just acknowledge, yeah. Frick, we didn't get each other things on anniversaries. We made each other things for birthdays, and we bought each other things for Christmas. But just acknowledging important dates is like, it depends on the person. Some people it's like, you know, whatever. But for some people like me, it's like, you need to remember that crud. Like, quality time and hanging out on an anniversary, I feel is important. At the very least, acknowledgement. Like, bare minimum, be like, hey, yeah, I remember what today is. Okay. Let's see. I don't know much of anything, but I know the basics. Hey, you're already doing better than my ex. You're already doing better than my ex. That's a very low bar. You should absolutely aim higher, though. I do want to see this welded rose, though. It's not a high bar. It's not a high bar at all. Okay. You should aim higher. Trust me. I am aiming much higher now. You don't like dogs? I'm sorry, you're out. You can't keep... You like to say you'll do things and then never actually do them? Sorry, you're out. It's in the Discord and crafts. Ooh, let me see. Also, my phone's about to die, but I'm sure that's fine. God, Discord's been such a beach to me lately. It's just been, like, not loading, and it's annoying the heck out of me. I'll check it later. Alright, I need to grab my phone charger. Let's see. Guys, we literally cannot legally end this stream without finding some diamonds or gold. This is depressing. You makes the sound I like and most people find annoying. Nice. ASMR, but the The welding kind. Wait. Wasn't Toaster talking about doing an ASMR for, blacksmithing? You might be interested in that if you like the welding sounds. Because I remember he was like, yeah, would anyone be interested? And I'm just like, those sounds aren't for me, but maybe they're for you. I don't know, I've never been much of one for ASMR. I don't know if you're like, why are you whispering into the mic? Stop it, it's weird. Unless you're testing a mic, stop whispering. Stop tapping. Okay. I don't understand a lot, honestly. Hey, that's okay. Nothing wrong with saying you don't understand something. It's a willingness to learn and to admit that. That honestly says a lot. Iron. Okay. Oh my frick. We're getting nothing. This is... But I can't say much anyway. I was gonna be like, huh, how does that work? And then I'll just be like, honestly, oh, gold! Oh, finally, thank God, guys, we found gold. Yeah, we're going all the way around. I said I need to write a card. That's fair, yeah. Yeah, context definitely helped with my understanding of the situation. I was over here like, oh no, 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 no. Time to hold an intervention. Okay. Alright. How much do you think we get from this, guys? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we get 12. Procrastination. To be fair, what I'm talking about wasn't procrastination. What I'm talking about was straight up lying and acting like you were going to do something with no intent of actually doing it because you wanted to please people. Is being a people pleaser without actually planning on following through. Procrastination, frick, I got ADHD, I get that. I'm hardly one to hold procrastination against anyone too much. But it's when you think it's procrastination and then you realize it's just straight up lying. Then you're like, Okay. 21, okay, that's not bad. I had the materials and stuff, I just need to do it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Alright, guys, we got gold. We need to find diamonds. We're hunting for diamonds. We are on the hunt. 1, 2, 3. Is this a beach? When is that? When are you getting that checked out? One, two, three. Like in 6 months. You're happy it's at least happening. That's fair. That's valid. Okay. I mean, I think kneecaps are supposed to wiggle a little bit. I mean, I don't think they're supposed to wiggle too much, but... I mean, a lot more than normal. Oh, okay. There has to be some give. My mom broke her kneecap a couple years ago. They went in, they're like, there's no way it's broken. Less than 1% of breaks are ever the kneecap. They went, you broke your kneecap. Okay. They're like, congrats. Got a badass story by your grandma. Ooh, what she got? Okay, we got you. There you go. What? I thought that was it. Oh, frick. Come on, guys. Just one vein of diamonds, please. Alright, we'll read that momentarily. She was fighting off dogs, and the dog ended up like shredding her knees really bad. She still whacked them off. Like, she whacked him off with a stick? Dang. Oh, 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 oh. Redstone. Okay. Like out of place or something like that? Dang. Yeah. Nothing. And then we got you. Alright. 1, 2, 3. She popped her knee out of socket. Frick. Yeah, that would hurt a little bit. That seems like it would be a little bit painful. Just a little bit. Barely noticeable. By dogs doing that? Yeah. Did your grandma live on a farm or something? I feel like getting attacked by a pack of wild dogs is not a common occurrence. The woods? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. You guys had to have sung Over the River and Through the Woods to grandmother's house we go, right? Come on. If your grandma lived in the woods, you had a prime opportunity to do this. Don't, come on. Almost none of your family members are in the city. Nice. Maybe. I'll take it. Okay. Nothing there. 1, 2, 3. Diamond! Never really sung. Okay, that's fair enough. Didn't live with us? Okay. Alright, guys, we got diamond. Two. Pretty sure this would be the third one anyway over here. 1, 2, yep, 3. Probably during the weekend. Switching off. I had a couple friends like that. Okay. Alright. So it's just the 8 here. Aww. Your parents are together or married? Yes, they've been married since 91, I think. Like 35 years? Yeah. You know, they're happy. I am lucky in that respect. In many other respects. Since before I was born. True. We got 17 diamonds. Yeah. There's always different ways and paths for people to take. That is a good amount of diamonds. Yeah, it is. Wait, Toaster, were you going to bed? Also, Toaster, just so you know, I did feel a lot less motion sick after adjusting the settings. I still felt a little bit motion sick, but I wasn't like lying in bed for 3 hours afterwards trying not to puke. So that's an improvement. That was part of it, maybe because out of the hour and a half I spent playing, like half an hour of it was making my character look like Link for the Passport and playing a D&D corgi game. Maybe. Oh no, yeah, no, I was real motion sick. I can do roller coasters. I can do them in moderation. Basically, I can do 1 or 2 roller coasters an hour. Like, I love roller coasters. I just can't do a lot at once. You know, I get it from my dad. My dad gets it from my grandma, from his mom. How do you scare people on rides if you're not on a ride? Okay. Throw something? Well, I feel like that might be against the rules of whatever park you're at that point. Diamond! You might get banned. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's go! More diamonds! Okay, it looks like it's only 2. But that's okay, because out of the 2, we got 8 from it. I'm on Rise with my partner and too best is scared. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If they are scared more than me, I'm fine. Oh, okay, so it's like a scareness ratio. Got it. If they pass out from fear, then you're feeling pretty good about yourself. Got it. That's where we're setting the bar. Okay, got it, got it. On the same ride at the same time, or on a different time? Like, were you on the ride when they died? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Gotta know this. I feel like this is important. I feel like tub probably means like just the same ride in general and not at the same time. Okay, so separate instances. You wrote it at one point and then they wrote it and died at a different point. Gryffindor's what name? 1, why change it? 2, what name? Numbnuts. But why? Okay. 1, 2, 3. He is fixed. It's my name for him whenever he's doing bad. Oh, I just pull out the full government name for all the dogs. Heidi, Renee, Oreo Double Stuff, Mikey Camo, Phoenix. Phoenix doesn't actually have a middle name. Heidi, Renee, bleep. Yep, exactly. Okay. He was the ride after you? Oh, wow. So it was like not too far apart. That's actually crazy. I would assume, Tub, that you've been to Carowinds then? Anyone from the Carolinas knows about that one. We went on so many field trips there. Went there like twice in high school, once for band. Once we went there for physics class. And I started asking physics related questions when we were there. Our teacher said, we're here to have fun, not do physics. And I was like, what? You don't know of Carowinds? Yes, the physics teacher told me that. Not Six Flags. It's a. Yes, 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 one sec. It's not Six Flags. Why the frick are you taking me to Six Flags? Oh, apparently it is a Six Flags? What? Since when? I refuse to call this a Six Flags. It's operated by Six Flags. Oh. I didn't know that. Anyway, it's an amusement park on the border of North and South Carolina. Yep, it's on the border. There's like a line and you can just hop over and you'll be in each, you can just hop back and forth from each state. Yeah. Yeah, no, we went there for a lot of field trips. Went there a lot as a family. Should go again sometime soon. It's a lot of fun. Don't do that with the Koreas. I'm pretty sure there's a small border preventing that from being a thing in the Koreas. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a small like dead man zone if I'm not completely mistaken. Ever been in North Carolina? Wait, frick. Who am I getting? I'm sorry. I am tired. Who am I getting mixed up with? Who the frick am I getting mixed up with? Ghost. I'm sorry, Tub. I'm sorry. I am tired. I apologize. Yeah, I promise you, whenever Ghost is in here, if they say that they have never even heard of Carowinds, I will. I'm like the only Asian guy here. I mean, to be fair. Oh no, North Carolina is great. You got beaches, you got mountains, you got golf, you got the nice middle area that's flat for some reason. Wolf is Asian too. By flat for some reason, I just mean, it is flat, but because Appalachians aren't until the west side. I'm basic white. Honestly, do you ever feel more white than when you're filling out a demographic thing and they say what race are you? And like there's like all these like North Pacific Islander, Japanese, Chinese, all these different ones, and then there's just white. And I'm always like, damn. It's okay, I did a DNA test, and it also turns out I'm still white. I was like, maybe we'll have something interesting. European. European, Scottish, and Irish. Like, all white. Can't get more white than that. I feel you there, Wolf. I feel you. Okay. Celtic? Pretty much, yeah. Alright, and then... Guys, we can see the ending! Guys, we can see the end! English is pretty cool, though. True, it is. So much history. You do have some Indian and Native American? See, that adds some interest. Like, I have one distant ancestor that might have been Native American, but, like, you know, not enough, like, data to prove it or whatever. And also definitely not enough to actually make it into the DNA test. Three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The best armor during the 14th and 15th century. Interesting. So I take it you finished getting your armor fixed up, Tub, for your Renaissance camping? Who arrived in Maine, so ha. Wait, you have some on the Maine? Are you sure you mean Maine? I thought you were talking Massachusetts, and I was gonna say, oh, you're talking about the Pilgrims on the Mayflower. You know when it was Massachusetts? Those are two different states. Where the frick was Vermont when Massachusetts was Maine? I think there's something wrong with this information. I think there's something wrong with this information. You hate Massachusetts. Why? So does that mean, wait, Maine, like I look up a map now. Massachusetts loses Maine. Mass. Damn, the hatred coming from that sentence. Um, I think your info's wrong. Do you have a source? One sec. Massachusetts became a state. Boston accent. True, Boston Tea Party in 1788. Maine. was 1820. Oh, so Massachusetts had Maine, but you refused to say that. So you said Maine had Massachusetts and confused my brain. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Potato, tomato? Because I'm over here like, I swear to effing God, the effing, I swear, the Pilgrims did not land in Maine. On my life, they did not land in Maine. Like, I know I'm bad at geography, but I know that one. I had ancestors on the damn Mayflower. I know they didn't land in Maine. It was technically Massachusetts. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Trying to control us. To be fair, I fully believed Wolf and still do. Screw history. History is wrong. Wolf is right. Hey, you can always just double check your sources. Okay. Wolf is a .org and a .government website. It's true. It's a decent-sized city. Is it the capital of Maine? Anyway, everybody used to lay $19 a year to help the Red Wolves. You know, as a person in the Red Wolf state, I agree with that. It's not the capital nor the most popular city. Fair enough. In which case, I won't know the city. What even is the most popular city in Maine? What even are cities in Maine? This is not a joke. What are cities in Maine? I know nothing about Maine. Portland. Isn't there a Portland? I think I know a Portland in a different... Portland, Oregon's the one I know. Does Maine have a Denver? Probably. What the frick is the capital? Augusta. Sanford. Capital is Augusta. Got it. I'll definitely remember that information. Okay. 2, 3. I always derail the train. We just pick them up off the tracks. ADHD brain go brr. It's so true. When you're given a geography quiz on the side of the street. I still need to do... One placement. I still need to do a geography thing for stream one day. It'll be so bad, though. I feel like it needs to be a punishment for something, to be honest. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what game I could play that like we could have like a punishment for. Because I feel like, do one for Maine? No, we'd just be doing the states and then maybe the county, not the counties, and then we'd just be doing the states in general, which I can probably get. Frick. Southeast I got, Midwest I got, Far West I got, Southwest I'm okay. The effing rectangles in the middle get me. I'm not gonna lie. All those rectangles are the same state, I just can't prove it. New England, I'm okay. Like Maryland, Maine. Is New Hampshire the one on the left and Vermont the one on the right? I get those two flipped. Vermont is to the left. Damn it. See, guys, I do great. I mean, I know which one's Arizona and New Mexico. Okay. 3. Of course I know Rhode Island. I'm horrible. Guys, if you think I'm bad at American geography, never try me at European geography or any other country geography. It's so bad. I can get like a 95% on the states. I got like a 7, I think, when I tried to do Europe. I got like Italy, Britain, Germany. Okay, it was really bad. Maybe I've gotten better. So anyway, if we ever do a geography thing on stream, it's gonna need to be a punishment for me doing something bad. So you guys need to think of something I can do that would be like, because like typically it'll just be me dying, which frankly I don't really think that needs a punishment. I had to think of like a challenge or something that the punishment is I'll have to take a geography quiz on stream. I have to think about that. Because I'm definitely not just going to do that in general. Poland, France, Denmark. I think I got Scotland and Ireland. I mean, obviously I got China and Russia. One, 2, 3. Oh yeah, I forget that it's like the Eurasia area. My bad, my bad. What? It is Eurasia. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. All of Europe and Asia. Can you name some of those? I got South Africa. I got you there. I got you there. Apparently Eurasia is just a terminology for all of Europe and Asia. Chad is, well, I mean, I can name you more I can name you more African countries in Africa. But if you're asking me for locations, I got just got like the southern portion. To be clear, I never had a geography class. Any geography I learned, it was in history class. We took like a geography quiz in like 8th grade, and that was about it. What about put it on a map? Put it on a map? Oh, frick no. Absolutely not. Egypt, I think I could get. That one's, yeah, that's more of a, yeah, I think I could get Egypt. Alright, we're gonna make one line down here. Every time Mikey is upset with you, oh, frick, we're gonna be here forever. I gotta stop upsetting Mikey. Gold! Just given by the chat. Locate it where? I can just look it up on the internet. How is that? Okay. A drinking game with geography? Hi, is that... Wait, do I drink if I get one wrong? Guys, that would be the same thing as when freaking Val was drinking every time I had a death in Fallout. It would be the same thing. I only see good things from this. I felt so excited. I tried some wine the other day and I actually liked it, and it turned out it was Prosecco, and I mentioned that to my friends who drink a lot more than I do, and they said, you know, that's just champagne, right? And I was like, you know what, screw you. Fine, I tried, frick. I can only see bad. They're like, it's just champagne with alcohol. I'm like, oh, well, okay. Where the frick is my gold? Okay, there we go. I think you'd pass out if it was a drinking game. Me too. Champagne in general isn't an alcohol, is it? There's non-alcoholic, it is, but there's non-alcoholic champagne. And that's what I was normally thinking of. So when they said it was champagne, I was like, oh, so normally non-alcoholic. Yeah, no, champagne is alcoholic. Huh? Okay. No alcohol for me. Completely valid. I only drink it if it tastes good. I'm willing to try most things. Keyword try. If I bought it and then it tastes absolutely horrid, I'm just giving it to someone else. Like, very safe as always, always. We're not risking this. We got too many diamonds and gold to die here. Unacceptable. passed out drinking? Oh, I've never passed out drinking. I did have a quarter of a shot once, and then the equivalent of like 3 shots of alcohol in a mimosa margarita that I drank. But I drank that over the course of like an hour. So I don't, but then I had a headache the next day. So take that for what you will. I'm pretty sure I'm a lightweight. I'm like 100% sure I'm a lightweight. Any addictive substances is no. That's fair. I think things in moderation. Things that I like won't do is like I won't smoke. I'm not doing that to my freaking lungs. Like to each their own, but like no. But like alcohol? Yeah, sure. But once again, that's typically to I'm only do that when I'm out with friends and typically to try new things or get something I've already had before. And even then, I don't necessarily drink all of it. Yeah, like I say, I do drugs. The prescribed kind. You can go crazy with friends. I mean, I had the most alcohol I'd ever had last March in like a 3-day period. And mind you, that was like 1 drink a day. One day, I had 2 drinks in one day. And that was the most I've ever had. But like, I don't drink to get drunk. I only drink if it tastes good. If it doesn't taste good, I'm not drinking it. And if I'm not with friends, I'm not drinking it. I would be super lame and I take pride in it. Honestly, that's pretty much normally me. Like, everyone will be over there drunk and I'll be over here like, you can still be fun without alcohol or drugs, or exactly. 100%. Frick, my dad doesn't barely ever drinks, and he's pretty much the designated driver anytime. And he's still fun. Frick, normally I don't drink either. Like I said, it's typically only when I'm out with friends, and most of the time my friends aren't here, so. Frick, I'll be on the calls with them, and they'll be drinking, they'll be like, all right, what are you doing? I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, we think you were the one who was drunk, and I'm just over here drinking water. Party, so no. My friends and I don't party. We don't party. I'm talking like we're like at one another's place and we're having a drink or two. And we're playing card games and stuff. Like, I had 1 beer at one of their engagement parties. I need those type of people. Yeah, no. One of my friends wanted to go bar hopping before I graduated college, and we got dressed all up to go out, and then we had like he made us a custom thing because he's like really good at mixing stuff at his place, and then we went out. He's like, we're gonna go to like 4 different bars, and 2 of us are like, can we not? So we went to one arcade bar. They got a drink there. I didn't because it was like super expensive. And then we just went back. We went back and played more games. We went back and played more games. He's like, you want to go to a different bar? And we're like, no. So how many bars have I been to that are just straight up bars? 3? 2 in Bloomington? I'm sure there's been 1 somewhere else. That's the life. Yeah, no, that's the life. Yeah, I only have very few completely extroverted friends who are like, yeah, let's go party. Where? Ah. I like going to bars. I mean, I went to a bar because Kilroy's was is like the big, where the frick is my frickin' frat? Oh. Never mind, we're okay. Making the bar person laugh. That's fair. I'm not huge into giant social gatherings by any means. I feel slightly awkward unless I know everyone there. Restaurants as well, yeah. I'm talking like bars that are just bars. Wait, bars that are just bars. 3. The one I went to that was actually called Emma's at my friend's engagement party. Yeah, that was 3. Yeah, we got a photo of me outside of it. On any social gatherings, yeah. Look, I make exceptions for my friends. But if they're like, hey, let's go party, I need to know the details, and who will be there, and what will be happening there. Diamond! But anyway, yeah, so I had to go, of course I had to go to Kilroy's before I graduated. So I dragged my, at the time, boyfriend over there, and I kid you not, we went there at 5:30 in the evening. We went to the bar at 5:30. I got a vodka Sprite, which was absolutely horrid, as it is at the bottom of my list. And we left by 7. We were there for less than 2 hours. Okay. Oh yeah, game's glitching out a bit. Hey, it's Emma. It's Emma's only if there was a drink named Emma. Well, if there was a drink named Emma, I would have gotten it. Instead, I had a liquid margarita. Not margarita, liquid marijuana, which, despite the name, did not have marijuana in it. Oh, I'm right there with you, Wolf. Like, I have to know. Like, am I going to a party where I don't know nobody? Almost certainly not. You're getting better with social gatherings? Nice. So many times. Wait. This should go all the way down, no? I'm confused. You're not leaving me here with these people? Like, if I can find, like, a common conversation, I can pick up the topic. Like, if they're wearing, like, an Indiana outfit, or if they have, like, a Zelda thing, or they mention just something I have basic awareness of. Are you lost? No. Of course I'm not lost. You've learned to ask questions if you don't know the subject, and that's a healthy way to do it. Screw this, I'm sending it. If another person's passionate, nice. It goes, oh look, an apple. I mean, there's a reason my go-to method of making friends in college was I put out a puzzle in the public lounge and would work on it until people passed by. There's a reason that was my go-to method. To be fair, it worked. That's why I got one of my closest friends. Oh, there we go, guys. Okay, I'm not stupid. That is the path. I was real confused. Why the frick did I even have that there? No, we got the sad music. We got the sad, I'm digging down 50 blocks with my bare hands. That just walks right on by. I can never hear this song without thinking of the deep, deep depression of me hand mining down all those blocks. To try and get my pickaxe, only for it to have disappeared. You shake hands and go drink together afterwards. Honestly, that's also a valid method. No offense, but random person, I'm good. We... Because it's been too long. Okay. Oh. Not that one. Well, you know, they talk to me. Diamond spear. No thanks. $39. We need 7.5 blocks of diamonds. Let's go throw our gold in the cookery. 4 diamond blocks, let's go! Alright, let's go, which way? This way. Here, we're gonna fix up our pickaxe. This is the repair one, right? Yeah, okay. Pretty peaceful night, yeah. Cost 3. Why the frick does it cost more to use more diamonds? That makes no sense if it's already max healed. Sure. Alright. Much better than warm or humid. I prefer warm or humid for exercise. Not humid. Humid sucks. But cold exercise, it just hurts my throat. And then I feel weird if I'm like in a jacket sweating, but it's cold. Like the juxtaposition just gets me. Okay. What about sleeping? Sleeping cold. Because you can just add more blankets. You can just add a Mikey. They don't like sweating. But don't you feel weird sweating when it's cold? No. I don't know how. Tub likes to sleep in the warmth. Green is always cold. Okay, we got you. Got you. Except the summer, because, yeah. Got it. Summer's coming up soon. True. Okay. Got that. Where the frick is the traveler? You guys heard him, right? You guys heard the fudger. Don't touch any metal outside. True. Kill. Red burn. Oof. Okay, finish cooking that. Go down here, drop off some stuff. We're almost halfway there. Oh, diamonds on a something new. That went well. Okay. Alright, deep chest. I guess this counts. Let's go ahead and organize this while waiting for that to cook. Dining room chair. That works. You mean new recipe unlocked? Oh yeah, they just added that, which is some BS. Okay. Okay. Alright, and then planks and logs, wood, wood. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of discs. Because we should already have the rest of the music back up in the socks. My feet get cold. In fact, I need to go grab some socks now, because once again my feet are cold. We got disc 13. She wears socks. puts her cold feet against you, and it's like, why would you do this, woman? Stop it! Ah, good times. Alright, I feel like my feet get hot. No, that's a valid concern. I mean, circulation just, honestly, circulation by gender is different. Women just tend to have, their extremities tend to be colder. Don't remember what the logic was, but yeah. Cold as F. Okay, and then house materials. Guys, how many leads do we think we can fit into this? Okay. Another cat disc. 2. Yeah, that sounds right. They got the wood. Let's put the wood back in here. Got it. One just for your feet. Your feet got their own blanket. Guys, I'm never going to use the gunpowder. Okay. Potato, enchants. Deep chest, terracotta. Animal stuff. No, these are my leads. Buzz off. Oh, I forgot we had a bunch of blocks of coal. Okay. Animal stuff. Oh, I'm a side sleeper as well. Like slightly curled up on my side. Okay. Mob items, deep slate, redstone. Let's go, we all agree. Sweet. The dirt one's empty. Guys, I wonder who could be I wonder who could be responsible for the dirt chests being really, really empty. I wonder who could be responsible for that. The world may never know. Hey, Ghost Hunter, how are you? I can sleep on my front faster. I can sleep on my back okay, but I sleep on my side better. We were talking about why the dirt box was so empty. And I was saying, honestly, we may never know why the dirt box is so empty. It's very unclear. Anything could have caused that. Who's the culprit? After my first surgery, that makes sense. That seems like a mandatory requirement. I'm doing pretty good, Ghost. Question: we were talking about amusement parks earlier. I'm assuming, Ghost, that you know of Carowinds. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Of course, yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I got really tired earlier, and I got you and Tubbs' location mixed up. So I asked Tubb if they had been to Carowinds, and they said they had never heard of it, and I was flabbergasted. And then I was like, I'm like, I got the wrong one. I'm like, it's Ghost, isn't it? Like, yep. I'm like, I'm tired. Your dad used to work there. Nice. I was like, there's no way someone from one of the Carolinas hasn't at least heard of it.
Ha.
But yeah, I had a moment of weakness. I apologize. You and Tubb are very different. For one, you are green and a ghost. Blue pet bed. Tubb is Asian. That too. Pass by on the way to South Carolina. Ooh, did you ever go by the really racist amusement park? Like the really racist like side amusement park that was always on the way into South Carolina?
Ha.
Ah, south of the border, I think it's called. It's like this Mexican dude in his sombrero, and it's 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 like right. I think it's right on the North Carolina border to South Carolina. Apparently, my mom tried to stop there at one point, and they were like, "No." Let me check. Wait, Ghost, are you checking to see if you've heard of south of the border, or are you checking to see if you are in fact Asian? Wolf, you're still Canadian. Maine, close enough to Canada. Practically the same thing. Yes! Alright. I'll pull up the image. One sec. Let me finish dropping off everything. Last I checked, I was pretty Caucasian. Okay, good. Let us know if that changes. Okay, You have not been to that park? I mean, I haven't been to it either. But, like, I have family in, like, Atlanta and family in Florida, so we've driven by it a lot. No, I've never actually stopped by it. It does not seem like a super, interesting place. I mean, certainly interesting. It does not seem like a super... Doesn't seem like a place I really want to frequent. By Charlotte when you head to South Carolina? Interesting. Where the frick is the, potatoes, enchants, terracotta. Does it go in ores? It goes in ores. Blue wool. Still look at the metal rose. Oh yeah, let me look at the metal rose. All right, we got you. We got for you. 34 of you. When I went to the beach. Nice. Okay, so how many we got? We almost have 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? We almost have 7 stacks of blocks of gold. We need 8.5 stacks. We almost have 3 stacks of blocks of diamonds. We need 6.5 stacks. You've been to Kitty Hawk? Oh yeah, we went there for field trips. We went there for a field trip in 8th grade. We went to the dunes as well, and we went to the Kitty Hawk Memorial. That was a lot of fun. And then, of course, Outer Banks plenty of times. Many a times. Okay, let me find the definitely not, Have you not been, Ghost? You've had to have been to the Outer Banks, right? Yours weren't as cool. The trips, long time ago. We had the option for spring break my senior year of high school. They're like, Emma, you can pick wherever you want to go. I'm like, sweet. We're either going to go to Indiana to look into cemeteries and find a bunch of our dead relatives, or we can go to Ocracoke so we can see the stars at one of the darkest places on the East Coast. So, unsurprisingly, they chose to go to Ocracoke. I don't know why. They didn't want to go to Indiana and go to do genealogy and hunt down dead relatives, but anyway, Ocracoke was really cool. No, I gave them a choice. See if I can find the. We're hunting relatives with pitchforks. Natural Bridge? What's that? Is it Virginia? Okay. I'm trying to see if I can find the sign. I'm trying to see if I can find. Yeah. I don't really want to save this to my. I don't want to save this to my computer. I don't particularly want to save this to my computer. It's fine. I can delete it after, I guess. Richmond, South Carolina? Virginia. I'm really good at geography. I've been to the area where I've been to Charlottesville. I don't think so. I may have driven through it, but I haven't been there. One sec, I'm trying to find a good. I'm trying to find a good picture, but they're all racist. They're all. They're all like highly stereotypical. Do the racist. Delete it after. Delete the. Sorry, guys. The entire VOD had to get deleted. Sorry about that. South of the border. Just trying to find the sign. That little apple place is still there. Okay. That's a really bad photo. You know that works. That's fine. No, it was so. No, no, I don't know. I don't want to see a video. No, buzz off. I'm saving an image. Little Apple place across the NCVA state line. Interesting. When we were, when I was doing the geography field, geology field trip, right after I graduated for a class I still had to take, the one where we all got COVID, where I got COVID for the first time in 22. And it was a drive from Indiana down to North Carolina, and I'm just like, guys, we're like 2 hours away from my home. Can we just go? Can we just go a bit further in so I can just drop me off so I don't have to go back to Indiana and then come back? Surprisingly, that didn't really work. But anyway, apparently there was a place that our guys stopped by every single time called I don't remember what it was called, but anyway, they had vinegar pie, and that was what they were known for, vinegar pie. So we always stopped by there. It just tastes like water. I'm like, why the frick? Why are we here for this? You have to go all the way back, apparently. I mean, I got some good photos. I got some good photos from that trip that are in my little things in life. But on the plus side, the vinegar pie place had one of those machines that you put like a quarter in and it gives you an old coin. So I spent like all my coins on that. I got like 10 different coins for my collection. I was having a ball. I was over there just popping off those tops while they were over there eating pie. Okay. It is not a high quality photo. But anyway, yeah. You guys can see where there might be a small. How's your coin collection doing? Very full, honestly. I have a good collection. We should go through it at some point. This is where we had to drive by every time. And each time I'm like, at no point has this ever looked good. That looks so weird. And they'd have like signs like 10 miles out being like south of the border in 10 miles. You're like, okay. They're making it out like it's freaking Disney World, and there's like 2 rides and a giant sombrero off of the giant interstate. Okay, Wolf, let me look at your thing and in bed. Holy frick, what I miss? Okay. Um. Ooh. Are they sharp edges? That would be my only concern. Is some of them look kind of sharp. It's a little rusty. Just a wee bit rusty. Was there an earthquake? Did I miss an earthquake? Did I miss an earthquake? Mm, 23rd? Oh, that was in the mountains. That was in the mountains. That was a 2.7. It was small, apparently. Did you feel it? And across it, knock and cut, so I think it's good. Oh, that's a pretty valid test, not gonna lie. I think the only one I felt was the one we got a couple years ago. And it just like barely woke me up from my sleep. It was like in Charlotte or something. We just read about it. That makes sense. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. We will be continuing Radiant Dawn tomorrow, probably around 8. And which will probably be 9. Let's be honest here. But yeah, we'll be continuing Radiant Dawn. It was in Sparta. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will see you guys again later.